Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that pressure to complete a transformation. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror. No, he didn't say, and I didn't ask.
Brother Arlen doesn't need a reason to improve himself. You don't understand him at all.
Brother Arlen is
Könnt ihr mal das Maul halten, bitte? Stelle wird euch wahrscheinlich beide gleichzeitig platt machen.
He's just staying ahead of the game is all. He's the space station's cold-hearted hawk. The security department's alpha wolf.
If you want to find Arlan, just contact March.
Bastard. Und Bastard. Du bist auch Bastard.
Oh. Job pressure? How to manage your boss? Arlen, I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure. I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about. Oh, there's a photo of Peppy on the pass. I got Arlen to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but was that giving him too much extra pressure?
Es ist ein fucking Foto.
He printed out Peppy's picture as a way of forcing himself to remember his responsibility.
Oder er mag den Hund einfach. Ich kenne genug, die ihre Hunde oder Hunde von Freunden als Profilbild, nicht als Profilbild, als Hintergrundbild beispielsweise haben.
Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlen must have bottled up his frustration and had no way of releasing it, so he took it out on the monsters. It's Arlen's shoe size, all right? And this actually came from a pair of shoes I bought for him. Maybe even these shoes are painful shackles for him.
Alter, ich raste aus. Also ich weiß ja, um was es geht. Es geht nicht um Asta.
I need to find Arlen quickly. I need to apologize to him in person. Peppy, let's get going.
Ach so, natürlich. Ich muss mich wieder wegteleportieren. Was denn auch sonst? Stimmt, jetzt treffen wir auf März. Und nach März finden wir den Spasti dann. Machen wir kurz hier den Stuff da kaputt. Genau deswegen.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
Ja. Oder so.
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too. Hey, he's a new face and you're not. Huh, this little guy looks familiar. Are you Arlen's Peppy? Oh, I'm sorry. Your master isn't here. He's gone off to investigate.
Wo ist denn eigentlich Ding? Asta?
He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final trial. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me. We were investigating suspicious crystals together. but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Donhung was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
Okay. Foto von Alans Rücken. Bestimmt ein tolles Foto, das keiner sehen möchte. Und wo ist denn jetzt eigentlich Baby hin? Haben wir den eingesteckt oder so? In die Hose? Obwohl sie hat, glaube ich, einen Rock an, ne? Ja, das ist ein Rock. Dann halt in die Jackentasche.
Let's go.
Time to twirl!
Ill tidings manifest.
Time to twirl!
Haben wir jetzt 5-mal Schwächebruch? Ich glaube schon, ne? Ja.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear. Did Arlen?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlen is safe.
Oh, er wird schon safe sein.
The extent of the corrosion here is a lot worse than I imagined. Mrs. Hinkle did say the cleanup had been slow in places.
The fragmentum has a big influence on the space around it. All this electronic equipment on the station must short-circuit.
This is our chance.
Das war's mit dem Gespräch leider.
Time to twirl!
Another precious memory to hold on to.
Ich hätte das Gespräch noch ein bisschen gern weiterverfolgt, aber der Typ hat direkt auf uns geballert.
Let's make it quick.
Time to twirl! What are you looking at? Time to twirl!
Ill fate descends.
Time to twirl!
Huh.
Lady Asta, you... Why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after being corroded.
Ist ein easy Gegner. Hoffentlich. Kann ich natürlich auch meinen Mund voll genommen haben. Ja, leider hat keiner Windschwäche. Aber was soll's. Sollte nicht allzu schwierig werden.
Rules are made to be broken.
Do you know who... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Honored to meet me.
This is our chance.
Ja, okay, er hat uns einmal kurz aufs Maul gegeben. Einmal ganz, ganz minimal.
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlen,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress. I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, You didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. She and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss.
Ich gehe mir kurz einen Kaffee holen. Ich bin wieder da. Ich habe mir direkt auch noch was zu essen mitgenommen.
And the evidence is... Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is...
Ist es das? Das?
This handwritten fan reply card. This is your handwriting, Arlen. No need to explain. This is Professor Capote's autograph, all right. But you can't hide your handwriting. The way you join your letters is no different to your childhood diary entries.
I did write this for Professor Capote.
You're head of the security department. You don't have anything to do with Professor Capote. Why did you suddenly start writing his reply cards for him, Don't go spilling the beans just yet. This evidence is a bit of a stretch. Do we have anything better? Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure!
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things. But they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
Oh, Arlen, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Dunhung to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with Dunhung, I never realized how much pressure was on your shoulders.
Miss, I really don't...
Hold it. I have evidence. Your ID pass. This isn't just any old station pass, is it, There's a very important photo on it. A photo of Peppy!
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so
No, Arlen. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. Maybe you've actually convinced yourself. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing Holodisc with Peppy, it points to one thing. Me getting you to look after Peppy is the greatest source of your stress. You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pass. Arlen, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta. You better throw that holodisc like it's a full-on discus. If you spare any effort, Lady Asta will find out and punish you terribly for all eternity.
My lady, don't you think that's a long thought to think? Lady Asta, please! I didn't do any of these trials because of you. I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description. I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
But Arlen doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training. Guess I made the right decision after all. What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Oh, Arlen, all I want you to understand is how sincerely I'm reflecting on my actions. Please, accept my apology.
But, my lady...
Stop!
Dass die aber auch einfach nicht zuhören
Arlen,
möchte.
I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you take to the battlefield. When I saw this photo, when I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please, forgive me, Arlen.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen, or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Du kannst Hertha nicht rejecten.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up. It mentioned 36 different strategies for relieving pressure. That's where I read about the trials. Yes. There were detailed notes, so I wanted to give them a try. I'm sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention it.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on your actions. Right? Yeah. of us would never have misunderstandings like this. You keep saying that. What did Don Hung even say?
Thank you for helping Lady Asta. And for coming to find me.
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Holodisc with Peppy, please.
Alright. Na. Mhm. Okay. Gut. Dann würde ich es für heute gut sein lassen. Wir haben jetzt noch wir haben noch einiges zu tun tatsächlich, bevor wir dazu gefasst sind, die Hauptstory zu machen. Wie ihr seht, ich tue mich immer noch drücken davor. Naja. Ich würde sagen, ich danke euch fürs Zuschauen und ich hoffe, ihr schaltet auch in der nächsten Folge von Let's Play Honkai Star Rail wieder ein. Ciao. And I've been